What's good? We back with the Boxing Clinic. More. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. One time, man. I'll tell you, we talking about one time. And should Keith Thurman be stripped of both his titles? I spoke on it briefly, but I didn't dedicate a video to it, so I wanted to be on record, for show, permanently on the record, talking about this topic. And as far as the WBC, I believe he should be stripped. He hasn't made one title defense of it. He won it not this past March, but March 2017, where Danny Garcia hasn't defended it yet. As far as the WBA championship belt, he started off the regular champion. Floyd was the super champion. He paid his dues fighting and defending that belt, and then he got elevated to the super WBA champion, where they absolutely don't have a mandatory. It gives you the flexibility to unify, and he did unify last year. So as far as that belt, I don't believe he should be stripped of that belt. Because he did put the blood, sweat, and tears from the regular champion all the way to the super WBA champion, and he don't have a mandatory. And he did unify within last year, I guess. So he did what that belt warrants for fighters to do, and that is unify and become, unified champion and continue on that journey to become undisputed. That's what the super WBA wants, and that's why it doesn't have a mandatory. So I'm fine with him keeping that belt. I know a lot of people may not agree with me, but for those reasons why. But the WBC belt, yeah, nah. But the reason why he should keep the WBA belt, in my opinion, because, if Pacquiao and Matisse fight happen, okay, and he does still stay with Al Haymon, Premier Boxing Champions, and we think Pacquiao should beat Matisse because he looked like dog shit his last fight, and he beats him, and Pacquiao goes on and gets that WBA super champion. They elevate him for that super champion, and then that's just gonna complicate us getting the undisputed championship, because on the Top Rank side, even though Pacquiao was claiming to be solo dolo, Top Rank is still being the major TV distributor in America for the fight. So they don't want him to fight Terrence Crawford. They already talking about him moving down, facing Lomachenko. But if that don't happen, he does beat Matisse, he ain't gonna fight Crawford. So he's not going to unify with Crawford. He damn sure ain't going to unify with Keith Thurman if he on the other side or on the Top Rank side. He ain't unify with Earl. So why not at least have Keith Thurman hold on to the Super WBA belt? We know the odds are better for him to face a Crawford or face a Earl Spence or face a WBC champion than Pacquiao will. Pacquiao would just be babysitting that belt until they strip him. So I believe that Thurman did put the blood, sweat, and tears into the regular WBA, getting elevated to the Super WBA. I think he should hold on to that belt. But for the WBC, that he just got the belt, he's not defending it, he can move on. They can have him, interim champion or interim guy in waiting, and let Sean and Danny Garcia fight for the WBC welterweight title, in my opinion. That's going to give us another classic fight right there. Both are showing the ability to want to fight Keith Thurman. So when Keith Thurman gets healthy at this tune-up, Sean and Danny be waiting for him. And they can continue to wait for him, because they're not going to win that championship belt and go into an Earl Spence fight. I'm sorry, y'all. You still probably going to get Keith Thurman versus Earl Spence, for the 3 belts, in my opinion. And if this scenario holds weight, like I'm telling you guys it will. But you won't get Danny Sean. If it does come down to Danny and Sean fighting for the vacant WBC until Keith Thurman gets healthy, you won't get Danny and Sean versus Earl Spence, or the winner of that versus Earl Spence. You won't get that. So basically, it's just giving us a champion for now, and then you still gonna get the Sean and Danny, Sean Porter winner versus Keith Thurman. Then Keith Thurman would eliminate 2 mandatories because they both would have fought for the vacant belt, and then Keith can come out that fight and take an Earl Spence fight. So I think in this scenario, that's the best case scenario, because it gives us a great fight between Sean and Danny for a WBC belt. It satisfies both of their thirst to be a WBC champion, and also it satisfies their thirst in fighting Keith Thurman sometime later this year or next year. So it kind of works out and let Keith hold on to the WBA, and then you erase 2 mandatories right there. You just got one with Keith Thurman fighting the winner, Danny and Sean. So that makes sense for me, and then you get the Earl Spence fight later next year. But if they strip him of that WBA championship belt, shit is really going to get complicated and hard, in my opinion. I think he should hold that Super WBA belt, because he did actually put blood, sweat, and tears in multiple, title defenses up to get elevated to Super. So I think he should keep that belt, in my opinion. The WC belt, he just got held on. Let Sean and Danny fight for that belt, and then the winner can fight Keith Thurman when he's healthy, and that'll be the mandatory. I like that scenario. In my opinion, will it play out that way? I don't know. You know, Keith may throw some more money at the WBC, and he still might go through the motions. Tune up, mandatory Sean, mandatory Danny, mandatory Sean, and then probably 2020 Earl Spence. But I think they should just do the Danny and Sean thing for the regular the regular Super WBC, the Super WBC. The WBC Championship belt. Excuse me. And then Keith Thurman just get the winner of that. And then we can go into the Earl Spence fight. Where we going?